What is up? Hi guys, if you're new to the channel, my name is Tyler, and welcome to the Royals opening period. Whatever. That's your new name, the Royals. What's up, Royals? What again? But y'all, today I will be doing a story time about my dad. I don't really like to talk about him, but for y'all, I'm gonna do it because he was a great man. Period. So y'all. My dad's name was Hurtis. Hurtis, may you rest in peace. But I love you, Dad, so much. You're the reason I am doing this day. Okay, so y'all, let's just start. He is not. Let's just say this. He's not actually my biological father, but he raised me as his own son, and I called him Dad from that day forward. Didn't call him by his first name. Never did. That's disrespectful. I called him Pops. I called him Dad. Yeah, y'all get it. So y'all, let's just start. I was very, very little. I was really young. I was like really young. And when I met him, he was a stranger. I was like, I don't want to go with him. But y'all, I grew to knew him. I just started growing on him. When I met him, he was going to the church at the time I was going to with my mom, my family. I just grew up in that church. So as my grandma was always playing matchmaker with my mama. I was like, in my head, I was like, she just with a lot of people. But she wouldn't really. So my grandma tried to play matchmaker with this man. She was like, I don't want to go with him. That ain't her type. And I get that. All females got a type. But like, if you know you and that ain't for you, then don't be with that man. Okay? But I'm getting really off topic, y'all. So then I got to know him. I would always see him at church, and I would go sit by him. I would go say hi. I sit with him at church, talk, chill. So it was this one day. I think it was like for all the men, it was Father's Day or something event, and I wanted my dad to come, my actual dad. So my mom talked to Hurtis, my dad. They talked, and it was like invite him, see if he gonna come. He ended up coming. He said he was gonna come get me after the service. So I was like, okay, cool. They was okay, cool, good, Gucci, whatever. So after spending that whole day with Hurtis, I was like, I want to stay with him. So when my actual dad came to get me, I didn't want to go. I didn't, cause like I wanted you to come to an event that was going on at the church. So that'd be our quality bonding time as father and son. You wouldn't come. So I'm like, I'm not gonna sweat it. I'm a G. I ain't sweating it. So I threw a big ass temper tantrum, guys. I did not want to go. Like, you can't make me go. I didn't want to go. So I think I did go. I don't remember like that, but I think I did end up going. I probably didn't though. So yeah. So as I got older, I just really looked up to that. I was just like, that's my pops. He did a lot of stuff for me. And I ain't gonna regret none of that because as a son, I messed up. Like, I made my mistakes or whatever. I ain't check up on him as much. And that was my fault. Like, I blame myself for that. I ain't check up on him like that. But I meant to. I should have. Because it's my dad. He been there. He was there for the goat. He was the goat. He was the goat. That's the goat right there. That's my dad. But I didn't really check up on him like that. And I blame myself for that. I kind of do. And I seen him a couple of days before he passed. And I was like, man, where you been? Like, well, I need to catch up with him. And I was just so happy to see him. Like, y'all don't get it. I was like, I didn't see him at the time because it was like really late at night. And I was like, I just want to come home. I want to sleep. But y'all, we was going somewhere. I forgot where we was going. I think we was going to get something to eat. I was with my mom and my sister. And we seen him and we stopped. So we said, hey, was talking. And I seen him. I was like really happy. And inside, just like, I was screaming. I was like, I just didn't want to scream out loud. I was like, I'm outside in public in the hood. I was like, oh, no, can't do that. So I ended up I gave him a hug because he's really been there for me. And then when I heard he had passed, my mom had told me, it was just a part of me that like just shut down. I just wanted to cry. I just wanted to be left alone. Cause my mom and him made a plan for me to go stay with him, like down south with him for the summer and just go down there. Now, that was gonna be so much fun because he is legit like a fun man. He is like so full of life, and it's like it made no sense how much energy he had and how much love he had in his heart. But it didn't matter to me because I love this man. This is my father. This is my pops. He did so much for me, and I was just like really in that mood. I was like, I don't want to be bothered. My dad just died. I don't want to be bothered with nobody. But my mama just gave me a hug and told me it's gonna be okay, cause she knew I love that man. That was my pops. To this day, they say that's my church daddy. I don't care what y'all say. That ain't my church daddy. That's my real father, and that's period. But yeah, I just really had to think, and I was like, I can't do this. And sometimes, like, I get deep down in my feelings. I feel like mad depressed, and I be like, no, I ain't doing this. I'll go to my quiet place, and I'll talk to him. He can hear me. Always can hear me. And yet, he continues to watch over me. From up above. I know he's sitting right next to God, and they talking, they chatting it up, whatever. But I know, like, he was there. And I thank him for that, because I wasn't even his biological son. And you still care. You cared about how I was doing. You would call and check up on me, and I was like, that's the best. That's all I can ask. And I didn't even ask for much for him. And I just don't understand how I'm not even your child, but you took care of me, and that's the best part. And I love you for that. I never really got to... I didn't go to the funeral, but I want to go, like, when I turn 15. I want to go visit his, I want to go visit his gravesite, because I didn't say my goodbyes to him. And for me, that's really hard, because how do you say goodbye to your dad? And you thought he was always going to be there. He thought he was just going to be there to the end of time. And he wasn't. And I know, God, I know there's a time and a place for when it's time for someone to come home, but it hurts still, and I understand, but I just gotta let it go and understand the fact that what he does for me is to know that I could do anything. That's what he always told me. He said, if you can do it, if you put your mind to it. I was like, at the time I didn't care. I was a kid. I was like, me and I'ma have everything handed to me. No. He meant what he said. And I still take that to this day. And I love him for that. And I don't know how... He was like he was a goofball. I ain't gonna cap. He was a goofball. And I would look at him like really sarcastic. Like I would just look at him like that. I'm like, okay. You're a goofball. But your quick little story time about my dad or whatever. May he rest in peace. But thank y'all for watching. And we out. Drive these niggas crazy cause they know they can't control me. A hottie, a model body, super Armani, I'm shining.